YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Chester Daly back with another Georgia State Dynasty. This week we got Kennesaw State. Man, y'all boys tap in, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.
Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Center Park Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So the Georgia State Panthers offense will take the field first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bowman.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team.
Touchdown, Georgia State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks. It's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Makes a connection. At midfield, he's got room. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Owen. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And those in-breaking routes with the quarterback and the receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in.
And the defense got him at the 27.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to it early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Sometimes you hope a return will give you good field position. Sometimes it puts a touchdown on the board like that 93-yarder just did. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turning it on! He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got the first down and more. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Set up for second and short after that completion. Here's the handoff. And with that, the chain game will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what?
Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia State.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Owen. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Keeps it on the draw.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll go to the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on second and goal. Handoff to the lone back. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about...
Into the end zone he goes. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just make it.
Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Press
They'll
the wrong
drag him
button,
down
bro.
after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Owen. He'll get rid of it. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Owls!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. From the gun, the running back has it. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Great pass, it's complete. Turns it on in midfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls out.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll go to the ground. Nice move to keep running. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Makes the catch. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Owen. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We reach the break. Georgia State has the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. First play of the period, first down here. Now on the counter. Hard running there.
There, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Kick is in the air. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive with a pass. Swings it out to his running back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Fires to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going deep. Underneath Tulsa coverage. Got it deep downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Little touch pass to the receiver. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Panther! Fitted in the window for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Makes the catch right at the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. First play of the drive, lost the throw. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Georgia State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Reese. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
I told you not to come back in.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air. It's Owen. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Catches it at the 30. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
Okay, ready?
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
Let's go.
Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. Smashes through the tackle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Georgia State. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, the first meeting between Iowa and Iowa State happened back in 1894, but they've only awarded the actual Cy-Hawk trophy since 1977. Here's how today's game went down. Iowa steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored on turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Iowa City a ton of confidence. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Dropping back, it's Owen. Got his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Completes it in the middle. Breaks into the open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Rowe. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Owen. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got great speed. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets it inside the 15. Touchdown, Panthers. And the beatdown has ensued. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, opponent.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
This drive will open from the 15. On the move. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Looking downfield, it's Owen. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out fast. There he goes. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Leaves it with the running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. Gets rid of it. Finds the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Slips a tackle and he's got room. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. To the air on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Gives it on the option. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Absolutely center cut. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Wonder if he thought about going for... And after that touchdown return earlier in the game, instead he'll take a knee and they'll bring it out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Grove. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Card in the backfield. It's Grove. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Panthers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Lester. He'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Panthers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Can they catch it? They won't get it. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing
are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. They're so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Snagged out of the air. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Never a doubt. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. Coming out with it, it's Rowe. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. His man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Back to throw, it's Lester. Fires to the right. He's got it. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the 1st row. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Good rattle to come back, and he makes the catch. Not enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Panthers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. Breaks into the open. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground. Great place to start for this offense. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Lester. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Panthers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Lester. Firing to the right, complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Today's game in football, it's about getting your speedsters in space. Why? Because you let them do the rest. You get them the football quickly, let them break tackles. You see so many times them making plays after the catch. So hard to stop them.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Give to the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Inside the 25. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their